In this practical MCP tutorial, you will set up Cursor so it can access your Notion workspace through Notion MCP. Then you will open the code in Cursor, ask Cursor to generate documentation and to write that documentation into a Notion page. This is the real MCP flow: Cursor, Notion MCP, Notion workspace. As prerequisites, you will need Cursor IDE installed with access to Cursor's MCP configuration and a Notion account with at least one workspace. The setup is in front of you. We will work inside the Cursor application. In this case, Cursor application is MCP client. Your PC, or my PC in this case, is MCP host. Our host through MCP client will interact using MCP protocol with MCP server, and MCP server will read and write data over the public internet from Notion. We will write a simple code now. We will use LLM to document it and write its documentation to our Notion page. Run the cursor, click Open Project, create new one, and open it. In editor, click New File. We will call it demo.py, and we will write a very simple program. The Fibonacci function just returns the nth Fibonacci number. Save it. Your next move is go to Notion and create page, name it somehow, code, documents, demo. That's it for now. There is nothing inside this page, just empty page in your private space. Now you will need to connect the Cursor MCP client to Notion by installing a Notion MCP server. Go to Settings, scroll to the bottom, find a Marketplace and type Notion. You will see Notion MCP server. Click Add to Cursor, add for yourself. In just a few seconds it will be installed and you will see skills that this MCP server includes. The skills include creating database, creating pages, creating tasks, finding pages, and searching. In the following setup, you will see how search and create page skills is executed. Now we will need to authorize the cursor against our Notion space. Go back to Cursor settings, find Tools and MCPs, and you will see our newly installed Notion MCP server. It needs authentication. Click Connect. It will redirect you to your Notion page. You will have your available Notion servers. We will select Blackthorn AI and connect it with the Notion MCP. It will redirect us back to Cursor. We will see the Notion MCP server available with some tools. Also, if you go to Rules, Skills and Subagents, you will see that new skills have been added to the Cursor IDE, like create database, create page, query, find, search, and other things. They all come from Notion MCP. If we open it, we will see the same skills like search, create database, we will need search, and update page. Let's test that it actually works. Open agent mode and type this prompt. Check whether you can access my Notion workspace through MCP and tell me what Notion tools are available. In a few moments, Cursor will return you the response that through Notion MCP, new skills are available, such as search, fetch, create pages, and other 14 skills. It means Cursor MCP client have access to our Notion workspace. With our second prompt, we will generate documentation. Generate concise developer documentation for the current project. What it does: inputs, outputs, complexity, caveats, and return it in a format suitable for a Notion page. The last line is important because sometimes the output can be incompatible with Notion and you will see issues with submitting it to a Notion page. Again, after a while, you see answer generated, what it does, inputs to our Fibonacci function, outputs, complexity, and other nuances that we asked for. Pay attention that our Notion page that we've created is empty. Nothing is written here so far. So we just generated content within Cursor. It's not on Notion yet. Now we will give another prompt to Cursor with some action items and we'll ask it to create a page in our code doc demo area here called Fibonacci with the short summary, source code, complexity, and caveats. Agent is planning execution. You can see it plans every step. It asks our permission to execute search in Notion. It explicitly asks it because I set ask every time option. I could use allow list, which is a list of permitted action without asking other time, or run everything, just blindly executing any skills without asking permission. This one is a bit dangerous. At the second step, after successfully performing search, Cursor agent found our code docs page. It found that it is an internal private page. Now it is asking our permission to create a subpage in that page. It's showing us the parent page ID and new page properties that will be submitted to Notion. Again, allow it to execute this action. Then it reports us that the Notion page was created with the title Fibonacci, short summary, source code block, complexity nodes, and caveats. And also gives us its URL. Let's copy the URL. But without URL, we're just switching back to our page and we see that a new subpage was created, which is the one that we requested, with a short description about our Fibonacci function, that it computes the nth Fibonacci number using a simple recursive implementation, its source code, complexity nodes, and caveats. We can also test the URL provided, which leads us to the same page. So this tutorial shows how to connect Notion MCP and Cursor and use that connection to turn the source code into the documentation. Moreover, the agents inside the Cursor will use this MCP to create the page automatically and insert the documentation in this page for you through MCP. The workflow is pretty simple. You open Cursor, you add Notion MCP server, you write code, and then you ask LLM to document that code and insert documentation in the Notion and create a page. Good luck. I hope this tutorial was useful for you. Please ask in comment section what else might be of interest for you.